Hey everybody, Colleen here with Colleen Beauty and Fashion. Today is day 4 of Colleen's Christmas countdown, and today's video is all about outerwear. So I thought it would be fun to do a video to show you my capsule wardrobe of outerwear for fall winter 2022-23. These are the pieces I've chosen to wear throughout the season and the things that I reach for most often. So this is my capsule. There are things that come and go in and out of the capsule for fun, but this is the basics that I'm working with this season. So I realize, of course, that not everybody has the same climate conditions as I do. So let me tell you what I'm dealing with. I live on the west coast of Canada on an island, and it is very rainy here in the winter. There's lots of wind. We're near the ocean, surrounded by ocean, of course, because we're an island. And so temperatures fluctuate between, and I'm going to do this in Celsius because I'm Canadian and that's the way we do it. Temperatures fluctuate between 3 and maybe 10, but they can go below 0. And it can snow here, but generally the snow doesn't last. So I'd say the biggest challenge for dressing in the wintertime here where I live is the wind. The wind can be very biting and cold. You definitely need outerwear that has bulk to it and can keep out that wind. And also, because we deal with rain off and on, you need to have a good umbrella and you need to have coats that, you know, at least are a little bit water repellent, if not waterproof. So those are the things I'm dealing with. But I want to say to you that even if you live in Florida or you live, you know, somewhere where coats aren't necessary, maybe in the evening, but generally not, the same principles apply to your outerwear. And I did a video capsule wardrobe early on, and there's some outerwear in there that's basically for spring, summer seasons that would apply if you live somewhere warm. So I'll put the picture of it up there and you can go look on the playlist if you like to see it. But so in this video, I'm going to stick strictly to coats and boots. I might do a second one about accessories and fun little things you can throw on to make your outerwear more exciting. When we wear it so much of the year, I find I get bored. And so things come and go, and so I don't have to buy a whole new coat. So I'm going to start off with jackets. I have 4 coats to show you, and 2 jackets and 2 longer coats. So I'm going to show those to you now, and then we'll move on to boots afterwards. And then after we've done coats and boots, I'll show you a few looks, putting everything together. I'll probably step outside, do a little fashion show for you. So here we go with my first coat, and I have to say, one of my favorites this year for sure. I've been wearing it a lot. I love the color. It's a very on-trend color. This kind of caramel, deep caramel, some people call it deep tan kind of a color. You see it a lot right now. So I'm just going to slip it on as I talk to you about it. This coat is from Ardene, and I have to tell you, I feel like it's the deal of the century. This coat was $60 Canadian, I think, when I bought it, and I think it's even on sale right now. So it is super warm. Just going to remove the gloves from my pockets. I've gotten so many compliments on it, and this is a medium. So for reference, I am 5'4" and I weigh about 130 pounds, and this is a medium. I like to buy my coats a little on the larger side so that I have room to put on a blazer and, you know, a suit if I'm going to the office. I don't want things to be constricted, so I buy usually mediums in my outerwear. But I just love it. Now, I'll back up a little bit for you. You can see this is a shorter coat. Comes right here. And it's a great length. It does cover your bum, barely. And it's got drawstrings on the bottom. So when that wind that I'm talking to you about comes up, I can pull this tight. And especially when I'm wearing a skirt, I like that because it really keeps the wind out. So it's got cuffs. That helps keep your arms warm. Honestly, this coat for $60, it's got a hood. Very cute hood. I'm totally in love with this coat. I've gotten lots of compliments, as I said. And so much so that I normally wouldn't buy a second puffer coat, but they have this fabulous teal color. And one of the things I want to say to you is if you're building a very basic capsule wardrobe, like this one is I have, stick to neutrals. This is about as far out in the color range as I would normally get, but because this coat is such a deal and there's a beautiful teal color in it, I'm seriously thinking about buying one that I would just wear for jeans and kind of as a fun color one. So let me explain more about my theory on buying neutral color outerwear with the next coat that I'm going to put on. So this is the second one I wanted to show you. This is from H&M last year. I want to say last year, it might have been the year before. It's faux suede and faux fur and black, of course, as you can see. It's a little bit elevated from the puffer coat, but it is a short coat. So let me just slip it on. This one is super warm as well. It's got the nice faux fur at the sleeves. And I have worn it for 2 years now, I want to say, 2 winters now. And you can see it's held up really well. And I like kind of the asymmetrical silver zipper here as well, but you can fold this all the way in when it's really windy and have it that way. So I love this coat, obviously. I kept it. So it's got nice pockets and I think it's quite dramatic, maybe, quite elegant with a fur collar. But it's so practical. It's black, right? So you can wear it over anything and it just works. So I really do love this one. It's H&M from a couple years ago, I think. So I'll try and find it, but something similar if they don't have it. And I'll link it below, just like everything else. So now we'll move on to the longer coats that I have for this winter. And this is the first one, a camel coat. I think a camel coat is a necessity for everybody. Because even if you have a casual lifestyle, every once in a while you're going to need to dress up and go somewhere, and you might want to wear a dress or you might want to wear some really elegant pants, and a camel coat can just top everything off and make it beautiful. So one of the things that I wanted to say to you is when you're building your outerwear wardrobe, try and stick to neutrals: black, camel, white, off-white. At the very most, that tan color that I showed you before. And the reason why I say that is for your capsule outerwear wardrobe, you want things that you can wear with anything, that will go with anything you have on underneath. So that's my suggestion. Here's my camel coat. This one again is from Ardene, and again, a fabulous deal. I think I paid $60 for it. So it's 100% polyester, both in the lining and the shell. So it's polyester, it's not wool, but it's very warm, and being polyester is what makes it affordable. And until I can buy that stunning camel coat that's on my forever wish list of things I want to upgrade, this one is great. It'll get me through this winter and probably into next winter as well. Again, you can see it's a little bit oversized on me. It goes past the long cardigan sweater I have on today, so it works well with dresses, skirts. When you're wearing a long cardigan, as I am today, it works, right? So it's a lovely camel color. They had it in many, many colors. I have my eye kind of on a black one because I think that would be just a great addition, and they're so affordable. I can't help myself. So anyway, from Ardene, long coat number 1. And let me show you the final coat. So last but not least, I have my Calvin Klein black raincoat. And those of you who've been following me since early on will recognize this coat. I call it my workhorse in a video that I did earlier on. This is a coat I wear all year. And as I mentioned to you, it rains a lot here where I live. And this is the workhorse raincoat. So on days when it's rainy and a little bit windy, but maybe not as cold, particularly in the fall and again in the spring, this coat sees a lot of action. So it's got great buttons. It has a belt. Just grab the belt. And a hood. So when I really need to be all bundled up because the rain is coming down sideways, as can happen here, this is a really great coat. So I've had this one for several years, but I know that Calvin Klein puts out this kind of raincoat every single year, so I'll find one and put a link down below for you. But if you live somewhere where it rains quite a bit, I just think a black classic style coat with a hood will take you right through the whole year. So this is a brilliant buy, I think. So that was it for coats. Let me show you my boots now. I have 4 pairs of boots to show you as well. So let's start with the basics. These are black shorty boots, black short boots. These particular ones are leather. They're made by Italian shoemakers. I bought them at Winners. Why I like them was they have kind of a neat detail of having zippers on either side, which you can wear open, and then that looks kind of cool. So I love these. They're leather. They'll last forever. They're a classic toe shape. So not too trendy, just very basic good boots. The second pair I have for you is these dark tan. These are from Ardene. I think I bought them last year, but I really love these boots. They have elastic stretch on either side, really easy to get in and out of. They have a stacked looking heel that's very practical. It's got good tread on it, so you don't have to worry about slipping. Again, that classic almond toe shape. And this color goes really well with a lot of the coats that I've been buying lately. So I've been wearing these a lot, you can probably tell. But no, they're holding up pretty good. Again from Ardene, and again a really great buy. I want to say last year I paid $50 for them, but I'm not sure. I think they still have them. So I will link them down below for you. But if you're worried about the quality of buying at Ardene because the prices are so low, these have stood up. They're not leather. They're fake leather, but they've stood up. So the third pair I have for you, again, are short boots, but they have a higher heel, and they're very neutral colored. So I wear these mostly when I'm going out in the evening or if I'm very dressed up. These are my dressier boots. You can see they've got a gold zipper. These are from H&M, and I think I bought them last year. So they've been a really great addition. But again, like I said, because of the color and because of the heel height, I generally wear them in the evening. I don't generally wear them to the office a lot because I just find that I don't wear this color enough and the heel is just a little bit too high for walking around all day. So for me personally, lovely boots, very neutral and go very well with a more elegant, elevated look. I do want to mention I have another pair of black short boots that I am going to show you in a separate video because they were sponsored. They were gifted to me and I just love them. They're by Vivea, but I haven't done their video yet, so I can't really feature them yet. They're going to get their own video along with another item, but loving them too, so stay tuned. I will be giving you more details about those boots. So last but certainly not least, I have my Steve Madden over the knee boots. Now these are new for me this year, but I have to tell you, I love them. I love them under skirts. I love them with skinnier pants, you know, where you wear them on the outside. I love them with jeans. So I've been wearing them a lot. They're very comfortable. Got a very small heel, you can see there. I love this horse bit detail here. They've got stretchy elastic here. So if your calf is a bit wider, that it will accommodate for that. I bought these at the Bay, which is a Canadian department store, and I'll put a link down below. But don't be afraid of over the knee. I think they're great, and you know, I think that's a really cool look that's really in style right now. Fun. This one piece of hair that's just do you ever have that where you just had a day when there's just one chunk of your hair that refuses to comply? Anyway, that's it for the coats and the boots that I have in my outerwear capsule wardrobe for this year. So I thought now what I'd do is style them up a little bit, show you a few looks. So as always, Miss Bonnie is here to help us say goodbye. You want to say bye-bye to the people? Yeah, we're going to say bye-bye. You ready? We're outside on the deck. I know, it's quite exciting, isn't it? Okay. Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye, people. Can't kind of see because it's very sunny. Bye-bye, people.